Hey everyone! Some of you guys have asked me to talk more about my Mexican Strat. So here it is, let's talk about it. So the story behind this guitar was that I found it in a guitar store in Stockholm. I've always loved this color on the Strat, so when I saw it I just had to pick it up. It wasn't that expensive, it was $400. So I thought, why not? Let's pick it up and see if I can mod it in the future, and it turned out pretty well. Let's get into the specs of this thing. So what I wanted to do with this guitar was basically make it a hot rodded version, right? And that means basically just the one pickup. So this one features one pickup, one volume, one tone, which specifically for this one isn't even hooked up because I was too lazy to solder it. Yeah, that's the whole thing, so I need to get into that and fix it. Yeah, it's pretty simple. The body is alder, the finish is ice blue metallic. It's from 2004, pretty simple. I basically decked the trem as well. What I did was basically just these two screws that has the trem. I just screwed them into the body as hard as I could just to keep the trem, you know, fixed and decked, so I can play as hard as I need to without the thing going out of tune. Just keep it super straightforward, super punk rock, and that's kinda how I liked it. But as I've said before, the Strat wasn't really for me. I mean, it's a good body, but the problem I have with it is that the belly cut isn't really for me. For me, when I'm standing up, it sits weirdly on my body. I know it's supposed to, you know, help my gut, but yeah, I can't get used to it really because I'm so used to playing Telecasters and basically planky guitars, so I can't really vibe with this one. But I mean, the body looks great. The pickguard, the tortoise pickguard from Warmoth, by the way, yeah, fits like a glove, looks great, but yeah, not for me really. Yeah, not much more to say about that. As for the pickup, I've actually had two different pickups in this one. The original pickups, of course, were 3 single coils. Yeah, you know, the basic standard Strat configuration. But what I wanted was to have one pickup. So basically, I picked a Seymour Duncan Custom 5 actually for the first iteration. I can show you a picture of how it used to look. It had a different pickguard, and the Custom 5 in this body sounded great. I was surprised actually. It sounded awesome. For now, this iteration of this guitar actually has a Seymour Duncan JB in it. I thought that, yeah, maybe I should try it out. I mean, you can't go wrong with the JB. It's basically Seymour Duncan's most used or most played pickup. It's one of those pickups that you buy, put it in any guitar, sounds great, especially if you play rock. It has a really full bottom end, it has a bit of a mid-range push kinda, and very defined highs. Super great to play chords on. Yeah, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong in a rock context with this one. But what you have to think about when you buy a pickup for a Strat or Fender style guitar is that you need a trembucker, a F-spaced humbucker, to make sure that the pull pieces match up with the strings, so everything sounds great. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm gonna put up the proper name for this humbucker so you have it on screen. Yeah, make sure you buy a trembucker because that's the one that's gonna fit the Fender style guitars more. That's the only thing you need to think about really. If you're thinking about switching pickups in your guitar to a humbucker and you don't know what to pick, the Seymour Duncan JB is always a great pick. Always. You can't go wrong. Now let's talk about the neck. I've actually talked about this neck in some other videos. I can put them up in the thing so you can have a look. Now what I did was that I ordered a new replacement neck from Warmoth, hoping that it would make me pick up this guitar more, but since the body shape isn't really for me, that didn't really happen. But yeah, what can I say about this neck? It's super flamey roasted maple. I mean, it just looks great. The tuners are hip shot locking tuners. They're really good, super easy to install. I have stainless steel frets. I have a smaller vintage Tusk Graph, what's it called? Graph XL Tusk nut. Yeah, overall, this neck is great. The only problem I have with this neck is that Warmoth didn't dress the frets, basically. I mean, they were leveled, but I mean, the fret ends were super sharp and it cut my hand. So I tried to file them down myself. I bought one of those diamond files. Yeah, it was difficult. I should probably get somebody to have a look at that. Yeah, but overall, it's a super nice neck. It just needs work, which is a problem if you want to buy a Warmoth neck. Well, check out the other video. I'm going through the whole debacle in that one. Yeah, yeah. But, I mean, overall, plays great. Really nice. I mean, there isn't that much to really say about doing something like this. I mean, I think everybody should have some type of project. I actually have two. This one and my Jazzmaster. If you haven't seen that one, it's in the thing as well. But yeah, everybody needs a Strat, right? The fun thing is that I'm probably gonna trade this one for another guitar that we're gonna have a look at soon. Cause yeah, I don't really play it, and I think it's in better hands of my friend, and I'm gonna steal one of his guitars and I'm gonna check that one out, see if it fits me better. Yeah, so that's it for this one. But I have had it for 5 years. I basically only played it, I don't know, 10 times actively or something like that. I mean, I pick it up sometimes, but it's not like an active thought picking this one up. Even though the neck is super nice, I just I just don't vibe with it, sadly. Yeah, it's weird because the Strat was the first guitar that I owned, so I should really vibe with this. But as I started playing other guitars, specifically Telecasters, yeah, the Strat wasn't really for me. But you know, stuff like that happens as you grow. Yeah, it's probably better off with my friend, and I'll try something new. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. If you have any questions about my Strat or the crazy Warmoth story neck and the Seymour Duncan pickup or any of the other guitar stuff that I have in my little room here, please let me know. Write a comment in the thing, and yeah, let's talk about it. I love to talk to you guys about all guitar related things. Yeah, I think that's it. Talk soon.